Fredrick Harold Dahl was truly a product of the Apostle Islands. His parents were born and raised on Sand Island. He is named for his grandfather Fredrick Hansen and his other grandfather Harold Dahl. Fred was the only child on the island of our generation for 7 years. He died way too young in 1998 at 67 years, 3 months old. These first photographs show him as a very young child and as a toddler. In this first photograph, he is held by his mother sitting on the dock with his extended family on Sand Island. The second photograph shows him with his grandfather Fred Hansen standing on a bench outside their home on the island. The third photograph shows him as just a small child standing on the front of the Dorothea with other extended family members. This photograph shows Fred on his 12th birthday on Sand Island. For several years before this, Fred had to leave the island every winter and stay with people in town in order to go to school. It wasn't until Connie was born that we moved to the mainland. By 1943, the Dahl family was complete. In this photograph, taken at school, Fred was a senior and I was in the first grade. On either side of me in the middle are Sharon and Carl, and Fred and Connie are on the top and bottom. This is a photo of Fred and his cousin Philip on Sand Island. From 12 years old on, Fred worked as an adult with his dad in the fishing industry. Fred was a decent athlete. He played basketball and baseball in high school. In fact, I used his baseball glove when I started playing baseball 8 years later. His athletic career was cut short when he was found to have rheumatic fever. Fred was the first in a long line of Dahls to graduate from Bayfield High School in Bayfield, Wisconsin. This was in 1948. He went on to college and graduated in 1952. During his college years, he worked during the summer for the Andersons on Sand Island. Here he is standing in the back of the Admiral with the ice house, and it looks to be cottage number 1 in the background. While working on the island in the summer, Fred met and subsequently married Mari Madsen. They had 4 children together: Ken, Chris, Carl, and Greg. He was very good about bringing his children back to the Apostle Islands most summers. Here he is shown in the semi-middle setting up for a picnic on one of the island beaches. I recognize Carl and Fred and possibly Dad and 2 of Fred's children in the background. I believe it was 1979, Dad, Fred, Carl, and I visited Norway for 3 weeks that summer. We really bonded as a family during that time. In later years, Fred was there to work on many projects on Sand Island. In this particular photograph, it shows Fred and myself working on replacing a log on our breakwater in front of our house, and the background shows Carl and Fred's son Ken I believe working on an engine on the dock. This looks to be around 1964. We visited Fred and Mari and kids in Marquette, Michigan several times over the holidays. This photo shows Carl, Fred, Bob, and Dad in Fred's living room. The three amigos share a light moment. This photo was taken a few years before Fred's passing. Carl was about 10 years younger than Fred, I about 12 years younger. We miss him very much.